The allegations against Diddy are getting more and more intense, but now many are asking, how involved was Justin Bieber?
Hi, everybody. Welcome to Popcorn Planet. I am here with Andy, who is in the UK. It is good to see you. Where are
I'm in a
you right
special
now?
spot. Can you name what show? This is Richmond, the home of Ted Lasso. That's Ted Lasso's pub, his apartment. We've been having a blast here, but important news has been coming in. I wanted to remotely call in because, man, I see so many reports came about Justin Bieber's involvement now with Diddy, people getting extremely worried. For those of you who don't know, I mean, we've been covering this for months, months and
Hmm.
months ago. We covered what a lot of people have now sort of stumbled into, which are these old videos of Diddy and Bieber. And so I wanted to do another video sort of summarizing some of this stuff, as well as some new updates that are pretty shocking, along with Kim. So you guys could be in the loop on these updates. But yeah, I mean, Kim, I don't know if he was
We
ABUSED'd
don't
by
know.
Diddy. There's a
Yeah,
lot of
we don't
allegations
know.
who are trying to go there. And I don't want to go there because he was of an age, guys. And that to me isn't what this is about. But there definitely was an involvement with Diddy, and I think we need to talk about it. And I don't aim any ill will or judgment at Justin because he was a kid, right? But I think it's important that we look at the facts. We don't go too crazy with our speculation on this, but we also, show some concern for Justin because if anything, I think Diddy was taking advantage. I mean, that initial clip, I don't think we have it, but that initial clip, everyone's seen it by now, where he's on we're on I have full custody of Justin for the next 48 hours. It's creepy. There
Yeah.
was a second one later, which we've detailed, where he's like, trying to say more like Justin's awkwardly like, well, yeah, we don't talk anymore because you don't have my number. They're playing it like it's funny, but it's not funny, Kim, right?
Yeah,
And then there's
there's
this one you have up there where they were at a party and Justin is passed out drunk and it's really troubling to watch that Diddy's like there, sort of exploiting it, giving him a bad boy varsity jacket while filming. And it's very, now we know about the freak offs and the filming. It feels very much like I'm keeping this to threaten and this is what we do. And now look, I got Justin Bieber on here and what kind of party I'm giving him. I can't imagine Justin remembered that party in the morning. Do you, Kim?
it definitely looks like it was a pretty crazy party. I will definitely give you that. We have heard something from a source regarding how Justin is doing. Reportedly, according to People, a source said that Justin is focusing on being a great dad and a husband, and that he's not planning on addressing what has happened here with Diddy. However, there also is other reporting that he has been struggling with this and shutting down, and that if he had known some of the things that we know now, that he wouldn't have collaborated with him on Diddy's last record. So, I mean, I can only imagine how difficult this is for him. And he's also adjusting to being a new father. Just had his first child, Jack, not too long ago with his wife, Hailey Bieber. And I mean, by the same token, there's also some weird stuff going on with Haley's dad, Stephen.
Yeah,
Stephen,
yeah. I
who,
wanted to bring it up because Haley's
yeah,
dad did this. I have it up. You can show it up there too. But
yeah.
Stephen Baldwin is his, I guess, father-in-law now, right? And this weird cryptic. There's a calm. Here's the full quote. He told his followers, "You have heard the expression, the calm before the storm. There is always a calm before the storm, but then so is there another calm after the storm. There's a calm and then a storm and then another calm, and then that later calm is the preparation for the next storm." I mean, I kind of understand what he's saying, Kim. I do.
I'm
It just
glad
it's
you
very
do.
cryptic in the way Stephen Baldwin talks. I mean, he's saying, yeah, after every storm, there's another calm, right? And then the
Hmm.
next storm comes. The way he says is a little like, yeah.
Yeah.
But it also is very cryptic in that, well, what's the next storm to come is what I'm, wondering by that allusion that he's making, because it is implying there's a calm right now because there already was a storm. And now is the Diddy storm gonna get louder is what I'm wondering. Case in point, another update is Khloe Kardashian, right? Was the one who now a clip has gone viral over the past couple of days where Khloe basically acknowledged I partied with him and that he was at one of the, not wearing clothes parties
Yeah, there were a
at
lot
Diddy's
of
bash.
people not in clothing at this party as she talks about it the following day, and it's from a clip from Keeping Up with the Kardashians from years ago. So this has been going viral. It's been raising a lot of eyebrows, and people are asking a lot of questions. And that just kind of seems to be the theme of all of this, is there's more stuff coming out and people are asking questions, which also kind of brings me to the song we wanted to talk about. Justin Bieber fans
Yeah.
are absolutely obsessing over Justin's song "Lonely," that came out, I believe, in 2021, 2020. And the song "Lonely" talks about him growing up in the public eye and the things that he experienced, and fans think that maybe there's more to it. So we've actually got the lyrics here for "Lonely," which is a song
It's
he,
crazy. Like
yeah,
I heard it the other day, and we were in Notting Hill walking around, and it was playing in the gift shop, and it is a heavy song, and if you don't really listen to the lyrics and you just sort of groove to it, now given with everything we're hearing, it just takes a whole nother world. But it's
hmm
like, what if you had it all, but nobody to call, but maybe you'd know me because I'd have everything, but no one's listening, and that's so effing lonely.
hmm
But as it continues, everybody knows my name now, but something about it still feels strange. And look in the mirror, trying to steady yourself and seeing somebody else, and everything is not the same now. Feels like our lives have changed. Maybe when I'm older, it'll all calm down, but it's killing me now. Repeating the same chorus, but this whole thing he's saying here, everybody knows my past now. Like my house was always made of glass, and maybe that's the price you pay for the money and fame at an early age. And everybody saw me sick, and it felt like no one gave an S. They criticized the thing I did as an idiot kid. Look, it's a powerful song given what we already know Bieber went through, right? As a
hmm
dumb kid, he was a dumb kid, peeing in buckets, and he was criticized a lot. But you look back at some of the clips, like Jenny McCarthy manhandling him when he was a
yeah.
kid, and now these Diddy parties where he was seemingly taken advantage of. It does give me a new light on Bieber, where I do feel for him. I didn't a while back. I was one of the people who was like, oh God, I'm so annoyed by Bieber fever and enough already, but it's sometimes when someone becomes that famous, you forget their age. The media clearly did, and I look back now at what he had to go through and what the people were putting him through, and the sex symbol they made him. It's troubling, no, and I think that's where a lot of this is coming from. And whether Diddy did something or not, I think there's too much speculation there. That's for Justin to tell us. I still think there was inappropriateness of him, as a host of those parties that he was giving him access to, that Diddy should be ashamed of himself. And this can't be the only person that's going to come forward or feel this way. What do you think? Do you think Justin's going to eventually comment on this? Or I imagine if he really was put through the ringer, he probably would. The last thing he wants to do is open up all these wounds. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think it's important to give people space. Like, we don't know what happened, right? We don't. And I think it is dangerous to start assuming that something happened to someone when that may not be the case whatsoever. But I do hope that he is in a place with whatever he's dealing with, that he's able to process it in a healthy manner, and that he's surrounded by people who really support him. I think one thing as I was researching this topic that really stuck out to me, especially after reading the lyrics to Lonely and listening to it, is there was an interview that came out before the release of this song where he actually gets very emotional, and I've seen it kind of going viral at this point, where he's actually talking about Billie Eilish. And he says in the interview that, he's very protective of her because she went through this meteoric rise to fame like he did. And he doesn't want anybody to have to go through what he went through, and that he's always a
Yep.
call away. And I can't help but notice, with the lyrics of Lonely, that there is the what if you had it all with nobody to call, then maybe you'd know me.
Yep.
And then not only that, but this song is actually in part produced by Phineas, Billie Eilish's brother. So it's like, and when he's talking about being sick, he's struggled with substance issues. He's struggled with his mental health. He's been open about, as well. He has Lyme disease. Like, he's been through so much, so much. And I really hope that we're able to look at him as a person and give him the space to be able to deal with whatever it is he is dealing with right now.
Yeah, and you bring up Billie Eilish, but it's like we reported on Drake and Drake's weird relationship with Billie, and what's her name from Stranger Things. Like he has
Millie?
a tendency that this
Yeah.
this industry does. It gravitates towards these young people, and it's not always appropriate, and it can be very scary. And I think if you're out there, be careful how you're criticizing Justin. Remember who he was at the time, and the focus should be on Diddy, who was an adult and what was going on there, and why was Usher there? We've seen the clips. We talked about it in the Every Celebrity Who Knew. I hope you guys checked that out.
Yeah.
Usher was at an age too that it's like, why are you there witnessing this? So these are serious questions. Diddy can't keep saying, "Oh, it's a lifestyle." No, lifestyles are with adults. that's that's the first thing. And so I got to be careful how I say it, but hopefully you guys understand what I'm trying to say. The types of stories we're hearing that were celebrated years ago, like with the likes of Ellen and all these people, all the Diddy parties, Usher and Bieber shouldn't have been at those Diddy parties, Kim.
Well, I think definitely Usher, when he's talked about Puffy Flavor Camp and what he experienced in that interview on the Howard
That's
Stern
what I'm
show,
talking about.
there
Yeah, yeah,
is
yeah.
serious concerns about what he was exposed to. And I think by extension, when we see those clips of Diddy and Justin talking about, the 48 hours of stuff they can't disclose in a 15-year-old stream, I understand why people are asking questions. I really do.
Well, and Usher deleting all his tweets and then suddenly, oh, I got hacked.
They
Sure,
are back up
sure, Usher.
now. They are back up now, in all fairness. But I
Okay,
mean,
good. I think maybe someone was like
sus.
Usher. He
It's
might.
a
I'm
little
sure he
sus.
maybe deleted some others and then maybe pruned them and then brought them back up.
I
But
cannot
Usher
confirm.
knew. Usher knew, and Usher handed them off to Diddy. And I have serious questions
Yeah,
there, given all that
allegedly, and
Usher
it
went
is
through.
concerning. Yeah.
Why he would have let Justin, who was his protege, put out there next. It's troubling, and we will keep you posted, as will Kim. Make sure to subscribe to It's Kim. Subscribe here to Popcorn Planet. We will be on top of this. We got some more content coming. Leonardo DiCaprio, what's up with him, Kim? Oh,
Yeah, we got something.
this one could get us in trouble. But stay tuned. We're gonna go there. Later today or tomorrow, we have one. You're not going to miss this, and a lot more to report on. So stay tuned. I'll be back in studio later this week, and we'll have more remotely or taped that you're not going to miss. Stay tuned. Thank you, Kim, as always.
No problem.
And keep watching, everybody.
Bye, everybody.